It's like if you don't talk, it's very, very quiet. And onward and upward we go, ladies and gentlemen, back to Echo Lake for the parking location where we will start the run. Yes, I don't know if we have fresh snow up here. I think it may have snowed up here a little bit 2 nights ago, but have no fear because we've got, yes, the adjusted snowshoes ready to rock and roll there. Vive la France, TSL. TSL is the company for these racing snowshoes out of France. And let's see. So I think in 2 days from now, we'll talk about red blood cells, seeking out red blood cells, why I emphasize it so much in my training, and talk about a little bit of the science behind red blood cells for endurance athletes. But today, okay, here's the deal. So you saw the watches in the kitchen this morning and then on the kitchen table. So one of the watches is a Sun 2.5 from I think 2018, 2019 is when that watch was released. I actually turned off my heart rate monitoring on that watch because whenever my heart rate is posted to Strava, there tends to be a pretty lively discussion depending on the pace that I'm doing that day. And there tends to be a good lively discussion on Strava about my heart rate. Well, now I am leaning toward, I'll just tell you right now, my favorite watch right now, my favorite running watch of 2020 has to be the Polar Vantage V V2, okay? It's just like, I think it's the easiest to use. I love the interface on the actual watch. Okay, we're almost to Echo Lake. Did I already mention this is the starting elevation for Echo Lake? And then we'll journey on up the mountain. Okay, here we go.
I don't know why, I never mind, no I don't care, I don't care. When we grow older, fall past over, blue hearts in the sea. When this is over, far past older, what's gonna happen to me? The damage is done. The people, they talk too much. My oh my, what a worrisome sound. Blue cartoons on Martian moons, they say.
We made it to the turnaround point, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm about 9 miles in, so I'm gonna turn around here, and the goal next week, I thought I would get to it this week, but the goal next week is to top out on top of Mount Evans up there. Frankly, I just don't have enough time today is the issue. The weather is pretty much perfect up here. It's not crazy windy and it's not snowing. Oh man, I just gotta say, these ski goggles, unbelievable. Like they're Oakley, they're not fogging up at all. Absolutely amazing. I will say, as far as heart rate goes, you know, I do have to wear my mask most of the way up. So I definitely feel like the breathing is harder up here. Anyway, we'll break down heart rate back at the bottom. Good times in the high country. Ooh, just getting up high. It's kind of crazy. It's like, you're just up here like, it's like if you don't talk, it's very, very quiet. Wow. All right, let's go.
Over, what's gonna happen to me?
And we're back. Oh, some hot tea. It was a little chilly up there. In fact, I think I said on Strava that I need to work on flying Mr. Drone with mittens on because my fingers got a little chilly up there on top. Okay, let's have a little conversation about heart rate. Here we go. All right, little conversation about heart rate. Here we go. I think I'll start with, there's so much to talk about with respect to this topic, so bear with me here. First of all, why do I not train by heart rate? It's nothing crazy. Really 2 points. First of all, none of my coaches growing up, and remember, I graduated from high school in 2004, college about 2009, 2010, and so heart rate monitor watches and even I think heart rate straps definitely were around 2008, 2009, but it was not. We had old school Timex watches in college at the University of Colorado. Like, we just did not train by heart rate. So therefore, because I was not raised training by heart rate, that's probably the number one reason that I do not train by heart rate now. Instead, what Mark Wetmore always taught us was to listen to all of our sensory data, which connects to my second point as to why I don't train by heart rate. What I have found is that when I get above 100 miles a week, and for you, it might be 40 miles a week, it might be 25 miles a week, it might be 115 miles a week. Everybody's built differently, and everybody has different levels of experience with training at different volumes, okay? But I have found, like right now, this week, it's going to be 120 miles this week. I have found that at the end of the day, as far as the sensory data in my body, it's my legs. It's my legs that tell me how fast I'm going to run on a particular day, in a given workout. I can just feel in my bones when it's time to back off and when it's time to press, okay? Like yesterday's run, 16 miles, 650 a mile, which really spurred this entire conversation based on the comments yesterday, is like, it was kind of easy. Actually, I'll put on the screen what my quote-unquote average heart rate was based on, yes, just my wristwatch, the Polar Vantage V2. There it is on your screen. And this is the same watch that I wore today. So those are the 2 points. That's it. I have nothing against heart rate training. I just find it to be a little too narrow in scope, I guess is the way to put it. I would rather, for me, listen to my entire body. I'm even going to go there. I'm even going to throw into the mix the mental side of running. If you are Oh my, I see. Okay, I love you all, but you Maffetone trainers, is that how you say it? The MAF? Like, I see so often on Strava people who are training by the MAF method, and they're basically miserable because they have to run 10-minute pace, 12-minute pace, 14-minute pace. To even, it's like, because like they have to stay, what is it, in zone 1 basically for like months and months, and it just, anyway, I feel for you, but that is another reason why if you don't enjoy your training mentally, I feel like every step is just gonna be a dread, and yes, it's gonna be harder to turn that doorknob. So that's point number, I just wanted to clarify those 2 points. Here we go. Here's the watches, and I'm ready. Based on today's comments up, so I already posted it to Strava, my run up on Mount Evans today. And yes, I love it. William, shout out. Remember how I give a shout out now to a great comment on YouTube? Well, today it's gonna be on Strava. William Palmer, he's second comment 5 hours ago. He said, incoming, your heart rate makes me so envious, people laugh out loud. And William, you are correct. And this is why I turned off the heart rate on this watch, the Sun 2.5, because people, I think, focus too much on heart rate. I'll just put it out there. And I think people, when they see my heart rate on Strava, I don't know if they get envious or they start comparing, and that is a very, very, not dangerous, but don't do that. Don't compare your analytics in Strava to other people. Be yourself, run like you run, and I really, really mean that a lot. In fact, that is why I think these can be dangerous. I really do. Too much data can remove us, I think, from the element of literally getting out in the elements and pushing ourselves and training hard and enjoying the moment, okay? It's like, if we're not enjoying them, again, back to that joy, true, authentic joy when you are out there training can go so far to, I personally think, making yourself push yourself harder because you're like, wow, I actually enjoy waking up at 4 a.m. and getting out the door, or I actually enjoy eating a spinach salad because I know it's gonna help me recover and make me feel better for the next day and the next day and the next day. I'm getting off my high horse. Anyway, thank you, William. And yes, the comments did pop up about my heart rate on today's run, which is fine. It's fine, because I realize you're trying to learn from me, and I appreciate the willingness to listen to me here on YouTube. But here we go. Because so many folks are interested in my heart rate, and I'm okay with that. I am now putting out there right now in the comments, I will buy a heart rate monitor strap that I will probably wear once or twice every 3 months. Okay, I'm not going to wear it very often. When I do wear it, I'll alert you on Strava. I'll also alert on social media. Just because I know people are curious, and I know that wrist heart rate monitors are not always the most accurate. So if you could, everybody, help me. Down in the comments, what is the best heart rate strap that I should buy? Preferably something that syncs with Sun 2, Coros, and Polar. Probably Polar. I'm just going to put it out there right now. I don't own a Garmin. I don't know. I just don't know. Less technology is better, in my humble opinion. So anyway, that is part of the question of the day. Part 2 to the question of the day is, do you train by heart rate? If so, what technology gear, what heart rate strap do you use? What watch do you use? And what has your experience been training by heart rate? Okay, everybody, I just want to be clear. There's no right answer here. There's no right, you have to figure out, and this is where it helps to maybe have a mentor or a coach. You've got to figure out what works best for you, okay? I'm going to leave it there. I could keep going, but I'm going to leave it there. You guys are the best. Thanks for helping me out, because I don't even really frankly have the time to research all these heart rate straps. So I am really going to lean into your expertise down in the comments. Thanks for watching, everybody. Keep getting out there. It's getting cold, at least in the northern hemisphere. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Right here, we'll toss it to, oh man, I don't know. We'll toss it to another high altitude training stint up in the mountains where, you know, just seeking out those red blood cells. Right there, right there, right there. All right, everyone, seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.